Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Falcons have battled back and made it to 500. Now they'll try to move past that mark today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Falcons.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, now, let's go. Green, 39. Over. Leopard.
They give to Whitaker. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now Kelly. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coach...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Going right side here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at, all right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
From the gun, Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Leopard!
Now Kelly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Fighting him off. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Now, let's get good. No, check. Leopard!
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air on second down. Knight. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Let's go! Blue line, Leopard! Leopard! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Operating from the gun. Knight. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down, Kelly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st down, Knight. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw. Knight. David Irving coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This is Whitaker. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And it's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Again, they'll go on the ground with Whitaker. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On the ground, Whitaker. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that, because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Room here to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
All right, now, look at 56.
Off the play fake. Knight. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first and 10, Knight. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Throwing on first down. Knight. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A nice gain at 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, Knight. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's third and short.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw on third and goal. And that's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground. They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's Kelly, going to throw again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action, it's Kelly. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. 1:52 left to play in this second quarter. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19. Gone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st down, Knight. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Knight on the crossing route. That's complete to Clark. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down. Knight. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. A slot.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 10 yards still left on second down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Detroit!
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
Off play action. Knight. He completes it to Bryant. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Off the play fake. Knight out left side here to Bryant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down. Knight. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
Here's Whitaker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Kelly, now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Green 39. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
On first down, it's Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Kelly to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Detroit.
Here's Kelly to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
No, check. Patriot. Now let's go. Gun.
On first and 10, Kelly. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Here we go. Blue line. No, check. Detroit. Hurry up, here we go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Buying time to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And, yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Bryant, the man in motion right. Here's Coleman. Able to power through. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd and 2, Knight trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flushed out right. Bryant with a catch right side. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Here we go now.
To throw is Kelly, operating from the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Watch it now. Here we go. Hubbard.
On 3rd down, it's Whitaker. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now a first down throw, Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now a handoff here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again. Knight. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Play action. Knight. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be 1st down Atlanta. 4th down trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Ryan looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. A win, if they can get it, would be their 1st on the year. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A play fake. Now Kelly. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Let's go. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kelly. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Kelly now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here we go now.
Now Kelly to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. T.J. Watt. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Watch it now, Barney.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake. Knight. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go.
Off play action. Knight. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. But Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Cowboys, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.